And having this conversation with us this morning is Jeff Israel. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you so much, Mikali. How are you?
I am fantastic and grateful to be here today.
Awesome. Awesome. I love that.
Jeff, did you catch our quote of the day?
Yes, yes.
Uh huh.
If I can paraphrase it,
Yes.
if you're strong enough to start,
Yes.
you're strong enough to finish.
Absolutely.
And that's what you're talking about today, the art of finishing what you start.
And the fact that we're talking about it today, then that means there's a serious problem when it comes to finishing the race.
Yes, that's right. And you know what, Mikali, the issue is even how we start the journey, because how you start the journey of your goal setting, of your visioning
Yes.
is crucial. You want to start by creating a compelling vision. And a compelling vision is a vision about you. It's not a vision about what you do, it's a vision about who you become
Yeah.
that pulls you forward, to your destiny.
Ah, great. So, how should we do it? What's the right way to do it? Because if we do not start strong, then clearly it will not finish. And even if we finish, probably we'll finish in another direction.
That's true. So a vision, we start with seeing yourself as you'd like to become.
Okay.
Because that, if you keep your vision of who you want to become clear in your mind, even when it gets tough, you keep going and keep moving because there is this vision that pulls you beyond the challenges and beyond the difficulties. Um, then you want to understand that discipline is not something we have or don't have. In fact, all of us have discipline. It is that we don't use it. Discipline is something you don't use, you fail to use. And so when you look at yourself as someone that doesn't have discipline, then you always go in cycles and never get to crush your dreams. So there's a point, yeah, you begin with a clear vision, but then believe in yourself and believe you have what it takes if you want to make it happen.
Okay, okay. Then that means the power is within me, that everything depends on me and the attitude that I have when I'm creating the vision and even during the journey.
Yes, it's all in me. So when you're starting, the other thing that you want to know, Mikali, is don't overthink the start. Don't overthink the start. Just do it and get in the habit and the mind. And then don't wait for your feelings. Once you say you want to do something, don't wait for your feelings. Make it an absolute must. Even though I'm not feeling like it, I'm going to do it because there's this vision of who I'm becoming. I'm not, I have to become, I have to anchor myself to that vision on a daily basis. But also, I have to be disciplined on a daily basis and not overthink. Because what stops people is analysis paralysis. You're always overthinking something. So that holds you back to taking action. So just do it. Just Nike it. Do it.
I get it.
Yeah.
I got that one. Sometimes we're so scared of
Yeah.
failure, and it might look like overthinking, but it could just be fear. Fear of doing something different, fear of doing something that you've never done before, fear of standing out and being extraordinary.
Yes, and it's human to be afraid and to feel afraid when you're facing something new.
Yes.
But then fear can mean different things to different people. To a warrior, fear means face everything and rise. You know, to someone else, to a victim, maybe fear means false expectations appearing real. Okay, so it's you to choose what is my fear, but fear will always be there. So develop the warrior mindset of I'm ready to face anything because my place is on the top. I'm going to rise no matter what. So you make that decision before the journey.
Okay. And so
Yeah.
we've talked a lot about the beginning of this journey, but then there is the staying the course before we even get to how we finish, because we'll get to points where we are not motivated. We'll get to points where it's not working. We'll get to points where we think maybe this was not the dream. Maybe it's not going the direction that I wanted it to, or probably I have a change of heart, a change of mind. What happens then?
That's why we need accountability. We need people in our lives that we can share our dream at the beginning. So when you share with me your dream, when you wake up one day and you're not as motivated, I can remind you your dream. I can remind you of your vision because all of us get tired. But then we need accountability partners. Secondly, you can create what we call daily rituals or daily habits that keep you on your vision. Every vision has got things that you must do. Break it down in manageable pieces. Let's say the vision is, a certain body that you want to attain in your vision for your health. Okay, so there are daily habits that you must stay consistently, disciplined on for you to attain that vision. It's not just going to happen by, a miracle.
Yeah.
I believe in miracles, but I know that for anything to happen, you have to take action. And so those daily habits, every area of your life, there are daily habits that you want to stay, consistently following through no matter what.
Yeah.
Don't make it too hard that you don't follow through, because the human habit is that when something is too hard, or sometimes we make something too hard so we can have a good excuse not to follow through. So break it down into manageable pieces, share with a friend, post on Facebook. You see, that gives you leverage.
Yes.
When you share your vision on Facebook and say, by the end of this year, I'm going to be 70 kg, and you share, and people are looking at your photos and they're giving you that sense of leverage. Oh, Jeff, how many are you now?
Yeah.
So that is good. That is good because it keeps you on the path. But when you're the only person that knows your vision, never trust yourself. Never trust yourself. Never trust your memory. Share with someone else, because that gives you leverage. Someone else, that gives you a good pain. There's a very good pain. It's got the pain. It's got leverage. When you share with a friend and you're like, oh, I don't want to meet Mwikali again, and she asks me, Jeff, how far are you? And then I'm not able to. So I must wake up and do it. So that's very good. And that's why you surround yourself with high quality people. I say OQP, only quality people. People that can keep you accountable and can know that you're going the wrong direction and correct you. They can know you're going the opposite of your vision and correct you. Not people that, they know you're going the opposite and they're like, okay, if that's your choice, we love you the way you are. No, that's not a good friend. If people can challenge you around you,
Yeah. So we're saying that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. There are days that you'll wake up and not feel like walking that journey. But then if you have the OQPs around you, then you are on the right path.
That's right. That's right. And that's your choice. You see, you can't choose your family, but you can choose the people that influences you. Human beings are very interesting. We are the average of our peers.
That's true.
Our vision is the average of our peers. look at our financial situation, our financial status, our relationship. Usually we push it to the level of our peers. When we join new peer group that have got a deeper wallet, we actually begin psychologically to think, oh my God, you can live at this level. And that's why, by the way, choosing your peer group can up level your financial, your relationship, your emotional vision, So then people cannot make that choice for you. You make that choice. Who are your 6 people? And I tell people, choose 6 people that are influential. Some of them are way ahead of you, and others you are pulling up. Then in that way, you always feel there's someone you're mentoring. Like there are young people look up to me. There are things I cannot afford to lazy around because I'm an example to someone. But also there are people I look up to and I bother them and call them, ask them for advice. That keeps me on the move. It's not that people that do it are smarter than you. No, they're not luckier than you. No, they create the environment to make it an absolute must.
Okay.
Make it an absolute must for you to make it. Make it an absolute must for you to succeed, and you will.
Absolutely. Final question about finishing what we've started. Is it okay sometimes when you start the journey to sort of like be in the middle of it and be like, maybe this is not where it was meant to be, and probably change direction? So maybe achieve it or achieve bigger, but then change the direction or change the project that you were working on or what you were working towards or striving towards.
Absolutely, because the goal is not the goal. Let me explain what I mean.
Okay.
The goal is not what you really do. The goal is you, is the person you become. But then some of us change not because they know that this is a different path. We change because it's hard. If you're changing because it's hard, let me tell you, you are running away from yourself because the cave you are afraid of entering is the one that holds your treasure. And so if you're running because it's painful, go back to that cave, go back there, go back to that pain. But if you're running because you have a new awareness and you have a new path, a shortcut, because sometimes you set out a plan and realize there's actually another way, there's a way here. Or you meet a good friend, one of the OQP, and he tells you, there's this way. Have you thought of this? You can change your path, but don't change because it's too hard.
Absolutely. So the cave that you're running away from is the cave that's holding your treasure. Thank you so much, Jeff. You always just throw in wisdom nuggets for us, and we love it. We're here for it. How can people get in touch with you, Jeff?
Thank you, Mwikali. You can reach me on YouTube, Breakthrough with Jeff. Just go on YouTube and search Breakthrough with Jeff. I'm happy to connect with you. Thank you.
You're welcome. And on that note, we're going to take a very short commercial break. We will be right back. This is Full Circle with Mwikali.